The North Atlantic Treaty Organization announced new sanctions against Russia this afternoon, moves which will reduce the nation's mission to NATO by a third. Let's listen to what NATO's Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said in his announcement.
This sends a clear message to Russia that there are costs and consequences for its unacceptable and dangerous pattern of behavior. I have today withdrawn the accreditation of 7 staff at the Russian mission to NATO. I will also deny the pending accreditation request for 3 others. And the North Atlantic Council has reduced the maximum size of the Russian mission to NATO by 10 people, in line with my decision.
Stoltenberg's statement comes just one day after about 24 Western countries kicked out over 100 Russian diplomats collectively in a coordinated decision. The mass expulsion is designed as a show of solidarity with the United Kingdom, which blames the Kremlin for the poisoning of a former Russian double agent on UK soil earlier this month. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov responded to this news by promising a swift response.
We will reply, don't you worry. No one would be willing to tolerate such boorishness, and we will not either.
Despite what appears to be a unified Western position, 12 countries have resisted this Cold War-like escalation, including Greece, New Zealand, Switzerland, and Portugal. Still, that did not stop UK Prime Minister Theresa May from taking a victory lap while addressing Parliament today.
Obviously, I welcome the international support that we have garnered in this. Although, as I said in the House yesterday, this isn't just a matter of the UK's position and working with the UK. It's, I think, in the national security interests of the individual countries concerned.
In a Facebook post, spokesperson for the Russian Foreign Ministry, Maria Zakharova, slammed the fact this diplomatic malice came as Russia is suffering over the loss of at least 64 citizens in a heartbreaking shopping mall fire. She writes, "Today we learned a lot about politicians from European and American countries. At this time, when all Russians are mourning the victims of the tragedy in Kemerovo, those politicians are putting more emphasis on announcing new hostile actions. We have always shared the grief of American and European people when misfortune came to their door. Today, we heard words of condolences, but we witnessed absolutely unjustified aggression. It's hard to believe, and it will be hard to forget." According to the White House, President Trump spoke personally with leaders from Europe, encouraging them to sign on to the mass expulsions. In Washington, Anya Parampil, RT.